All right, folks. From what I can tell, the Facebook stream is now working. Sorry for that slight delay. Technology can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but we appreciate you joining us. Oop, I'm on the air right now. Awkward.
Ooh, man.
I didn't say anything bad. It's cool. But tell us a little bit about New York, since we got a couple minutes to kill.
Yeah, so I mean, it's beautiful, and it was really cold actually. The first day,
I can imagine.
First day we got in, it wasn't as cold as the following days. It just got progressively colder.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a lot of tourists, obviously, because I don't think we're in season for that. But I mean, it was great. There was skyscrapers everywhere you could imagine it. Times Square was just as what I imagined it to be. Like, it's like we've seen in the movies. It's like daylight in the nighttime. So I mean, you walk outside and there's just lights everywhere, and it was a beautiful sight. I actually went during the election, and funny thing is when the president-elect got elected, all of Times Square was just dead quiet.
Just going crazy.
Nobody said anything.
Really?
Yeah, it was the quietest I've heard it. And it was surprising. I remember somebody making comments saying that was the quietest they've ever heard Times Square. Because
because it's Times Square. It's busy all the time.
Yeah, and it was dead. So I mean, there was that, and it was beautiful and all that stuff. Oh, and the pizza, yeah. Oh my God, the pizza.
The pizza.
New York style pizza is delicious. It's more like thin crust, and so, I like thin crust over like deep dish or anything like that. Not to say that I wouldn't mind any type of
Pizza's pizza, man.
but I mean the thin crust New York style pizza was delicious, and the hot dogs. The snappy ones. You know when you take a bite and it snaps.
The hot dogs?
Yeah, like the hot dog, it'll snap.
Oh, okay.
Instead of it just like being chewy, it'll snap.
Huh.
Which is my personal favorite type of hot dogs.
It's like a little bit crispy?
Yeah, a little bit crispy, yeah.
Okay.
With sauerkraut, which I've never had. I liked it. I mean, I'm not a fan, but I did enjoy it.
Okay.
And we ate at like a really popular hot dog place off of Times Square. Or a little ways off of Times Square.
Right.
There was that, and then I had a bagel, New York style bagel, delicious.
Okay.
So I pretty much just ate the whole time I was there.
Just spent the whole time eating.
It was delicious.
Okay, I can dig it. We're right on. Well, it's good to have you back. The show went pretty well with Hunter. Hunter did a good job in your absence.
That's good.
I know we did that phone call thing, which was kind of interesting. I was like, I'm going to try to call up Briggy C.
Yeah, it's
See
funny
what he's
because
up to right now.
Right when you called me, I was just getting out of New Jersey because I was trying to get to the Statue of Liberty, and my phone told me to take the PATH train to Newark, or Newark, whatever how you pronounce it. It took me to Newark, New Jersey, to see the Statue of Liberty, and it turns out that you had to walk towards Liberty Island or whatever it was down south of Manhattan. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the route to get
there
there is like kind of awkward.
Yeah, so I had no idea that you had to do that, and so we missed not seeing the Statue of Liberty, but instead we took a ferry to Staten Island and we saw it that way. So it's not like we didn't get to see it. Yeah. But I mean, I wanted to go to the island and see it for itself.
I feel it.
But it's whatever. I got to see it regardless.
No biggie.
And it's actually smaller than what I thought it would be. Statue of Liberty is actually kind of tiny.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it like tiny.
Not tiny, but it's not as big, and it's not like huge as what I thought it would be. It's kind of small.
Right.
Same thing with the Chrysler Tower. It's pretty good too. They're pretty tiny.
Right on. Well, cool. I'm sure you got some more to tell, but I got to switch on over. Thanks for watching, Facebook people. Thanks for joining us. I know it was a little rocky start there, but it's going to be fun. All right, y'all. That is Monster by Starset, their brand new track that came out about 2 weeks ago. It's really cool. A little techno vibe there, so I dig it. Also, Crooked Teeth by Papa Roach to start off the hour. And first, let's get into our crazy news story. This one is Thanksgiving related, yes? Okay, so give us the details on this one. This one's kind of a head scratcher.
Right, so we're in the season of the gorging season for Thanksgiving,
Probably my favorite time of year.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's an excuse to just, gorge yourself. But
yes,
this one's kind of a funny story. Did you ever, accidentally text somebody and it's just kind of awkward, and you just kind of go on with your day afterwards.
All the time.
Actually,
almost every day.
One time I had texted this person on accident, and we actually had like a full-on conversation for like an hour or so, and then, after that I never responded again because it was just weird.
I had a guy, now that you mentioned it, some guy a few weeks ago texted me. He's like, "Have a good day, sweetie." Like, I didn't recognize the number or anything. I was like, "Oh, I think you have the wrong number." He's like, "Oh, well, have a great day anyway." I was like, "All right, thanks. You too, I guess."
You should have been like, "Have a great day, sweetie." You should have been like, "Thanks, sweetheart," or something like that. You should have been on with it.
I was afraid it was gonna get weird at that point, so I was like, I'm not gonna poke the snake there.
But anyways, this has to do with a grandma accidentally invites a stranger to Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah, and so there's nothing like having a home-cooked meal from grandmas during the holidays, even if it's not from your own grandma. A woman in Arizona sent a text message to tell her grandson Thanksgiving dinner would be at her house at 3 p.m. this year, but she accidentally sent it to the wrong number. Whoa, wait, okay. Jamal Hilton, 17, was in class at Desert Vista High School when his phone went off with the invitation. He quoted saying, "I texted back and said, 'Who is this?' And she was like, 'It's your grandma,'" Hilton told CNN. He assumed his grandma had a new number, so to be sure, he asked her to send him a picture. The woman sent back a selfie, and Hilton didn't recognize who it was. So Hilton responded back with his own photo, showing that he was not her grandson. But he was sure to ask if he could still grab a plate of Thanksgiving dinner. To his surprise, she replied, "Of course you can. That's my grandma. That's what grandmas do. Feed everyone."
Just totally ran with it.
Overwhelmed by the woman's kindness, Jamal posted the exchange online, but he forgot to remove her. So according to Arizona Republic, the grandma received over 600 text messages asking for the Thanksgiving plate.
Oh, see, people took advantage of a nice thing. Man, because for once, I was like, finally, a story that doesn't make me question everyone's IQ, and then that happened. I'm like, dang it, so close. But I mean, it's kind of a nice,
I want to know if he actually went out, and if he's going to go out and have a Thanksgiving dinner with her.
I would.
I would too.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, this nice, lovely lady's, invited me over for Thanksgiving. She didn't say no after the fact, so you know what? I'm gonna go over." It's great, but now
since we're on
it's gonna be hearing like apparently 600,000 you said or something like that.
Yeah, 600 text messages.
It's gonna be a lit Thanksgiving, man.
Would you have Thanksgiving with 600 people?
600
the
maybe.
Probably did.
Yeah, I was about to say, but
and then we slaughtered them. Slaughtered all the Indians.
Let's not get into that. But I tried. I would get like a cool venue. Maybe like some local sports arena or something. Just like everyone potluck, bring turkey, stuffing, all that stuff.
Do you eat the canned cranberry? What's it called?
I eat everything.
Do you eat that? Do you like that? Because I know,
like regularly or like specifically on Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, like a lot of people buy like that canned cranberry, whatever it is. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the cranberry sauce,
like the jelly. Yeah, whatever.
Cranberry sauce, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like buy it and no one ever eats it.
Oh,
they buy it regardless.
Like, dude, my family, like, if it's on the table, we're throwing down. It's going. Everything's gonna get consumed.
I've never heard of anybody eating turkey with white gravy on Thanksgiving.
Like on the turkey?
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but it still sounds pretty good. I mean, it's usually, I don't know, it just has that more Thanksgiving kind of look to it.
I want white gravy.
You don't like brown gravy?
I do, but I prefer, it's creamier.
Gravy's gravy to me, man.
Wow.
I'm not picky. I'm just like chugging this Coke right now, and I'm probably going to start burping up a storm. So for those of y'all that are listening, if you hear some weird noises, just me. Don't panic. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm going to try white gravy this year just to be weird. I'm going to do it. Everything white gravy.
When you think about it, it is kind of weird to have white gravy with like ham and turkey.
It's a little odd. It kind of aesthetically doesn't look right. But I mean, it would still taste
Who cares
good.
if it doesn't look... It's not like we're at a gourmet
People
restaurant.
in like home decor magazines, I don't know.
Wow.
Not that I'm into that sort of thing, but...
Not either.
Or am I? Well, anyway, so let us know your thoughts. And for those of you people that are watching on Facebook and looking at the stream, go ahead and tell us your Thanksgiving plans. We would love to get your thoughts on that. But let's go ahead and kick it off to a little bit of Bibio for Ricky C's music portion. This one's called A Mineral Love. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few. All right, Facebook, welcome back. So, in case you were just now joining us, Andrew Marks is over here chilling, helping us get the Facebook stream.
Raise your hand.
And then that random girl in the corner, her name is Sophia. She's on the tech volleyball team. She's just kind of hanging out, getting some practicum hours in, all that fun stuff.
Radical.
It's radical indeed. Having fun so far, Sophia? You look like you're just having an immense amount of fun right now.
Having a blast.
You know what? We should play a game.
Okay.
It's
I like games.
How about it's exclusively for Facebook? We should play a game of you won't believe how old this is. I know we played this a lot.
Oh, okay. I was like, explain. Okay, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So,
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So
Kill off some time.
We'll do 1 and 1. So I'm gonna come up with one. So
Wait, I gotta look something up?
yeah, of
Oh,
course.
crap. Okay, hold on.
All right.
Go
so I'm
first.
gonna go first. Do you guys remember the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, the first one?
Oh, God.
How about Andrew? Do you remember it?
I know Andrew's a big fan
How
of
about
it.
you, Sophia? You ever play Tony Hawk or ever heard of it?
Like the first one?
The first Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I know who he is. Yes, I know who he is.
Okay.
But you never heard of the game?
Well, I'm gonna look this up.
Killing me, Sophia. Okay. So. Get on the run again. Oh, God.
Oh my
Funky
God.
Last
Okay,
Stand,
it's
that was
older
the
than
guy.
what I thought it was. So the first,
Blockbuster.
the first Tony Hawk skateboarding, or
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater, came out September 30th, 1999.
Are you kidding me? What? 1999?
1999. It's
Oh.
almost 17 years old.
Dang it, dude. That's too much, man. That is too much. Okay. Let me think. All right. Since we're on Tony Hawk, right? Like the Underground series is really cool.
Oh no, dude! Don't tell me, please. Hold up, I got one for you guys.
I'm gonna Tony Hawk Underground. All right.
Oh my God!
Came out. Oh my God! Wow, I didn't even realize he was that old.
How old is it?
Okay, the first
Don't tell
Tony
me.
Hawk Underground came out in 2003.
Oh wait, I got something better. Hold on.
Okay.
Do you remember the PSP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember? You
Like-
want to know when it came out?
Stop.
December 12th, 2004.
Oh, what, 2004?
2004.
You are a
Freshman
liar.
year of high school.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
You're a liar.
Yep,
2004? I thought it was
2004.
like 2007 or something.
2004.
What the hell, man? I remember having one of those, and like I'd
Yeah, I
play
remember
like
getting one for
Fight
my
Night on
birthday.
there. Like,
Oh, dude,
man.
Fight Night on it. I remember when the graphics came out.
that really
I was
screwed
like,
me up,
wow.
man.
Yeah.
Oh God.
PSPs were like pieces of crap. They fell
They were so bad.
felt
Yeah, they were
bad.
terrible systems, but they had some pretty fun jewels in there. I remember one of the games I had on there was what was it? It was like a 3D not 3D. It was a third-person version of Killzone.
Oh yeah.
It was
yeah,
it was
yeah,
so
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
I've never
Uh,
played. I haven't like played the first 2 kill zones. I've only
I
played
never
3 and
played.
4.
Yeah, I mean that was the only one, just the PSP one. But man, I used to love that game. I remember. Right now, playing. We started a new thing, by the way. So like, since we can't play music on Facebook, we can at least tell them about the songs they're playing. So right now, 6 a.m. by Fitz and the Tantrums is playing. This
It's a
was
good
one of
song.
your picks.
Very good
Tell us a
song.
little bit more about that.
6 a.m. So if
So like, you know, give them a feel for the genre, the musician.
well, it's a techno or an indie pop kind of song. It's really chill. It's about waking up early in the morning, which is why it's called 6 a.m.
I had to wake up
Um,
at 6 a.m. for GMTT this morning. I was
Yeah, I mean, but that happens.
killing me.
But it's all, Fits in the Tantrums also really popular for this other song. I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm just gonna look it up real quick. If it would just let up. They're popular for "Out of My League." I don't know if you've ever heard of that song, but
I'm not familiar, but I'm sure somebody.
it's a real popular song, and it's off the same album, which is More Than Just a Dream is also a really popular song from them. So it's a real laid back kind of indie synth pop kind of song or genre as well.
Okay. So, yeah, if you're looking for some new music to add on your Spotify playlist, so song you was just describing, 6 a.m. by Fitz and the Tantrums, and previously that was playing right before this song, which you cannot hear, obviously, is A Mineral Love by Bibio. So they're both kind of like techno, indie kind of
Yeah.
feel. Okay. Kind of upbeat, sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of just
Okay.
a melody.
I'm trying to imagine, because we can't hear the songs either. So I'm kind of trying to like visualize what. Well, you can't really visualize what it sounds like. That didn't make sense.
Yeah, you
But-
can if you think about.
I mean, I guess if you want to get weird about it, sure. But like, I'm trying to imagine what it would sound like.
It's like when people say, "Can you hear colors?"
I can't. I've
Like
never
I
been
always,
able to
I always
hear.
thought red sounds like some like screaming.
Maybe if you're like on drugs or
like
something.
red is
but,
like a screaming kind of noise, and blue is kind of like a.
Well,
like
see,
a-
like I can see like colors being associated with like a certain sound,
So what?
but like I
all right,
can't
how about-
hear the
what
color
what,
red.
What sound would yellow make?
See, I don't know.
Just think about it.
But like when I think of it, I think of like.
yellow things and what sounds they usually, on average.
But see, that's the thing. You can't like,
Well,
literally
like
do
red.
that.
Red is associated a lot with like being angry, or like angry faces. So I
How
always,
do we
I always
get
think of
so
like
off
people
topic?
screaming
Just people. Okay.
or a scream when I think of the color red.
All right, my computer's being all laggy, so I'm gonna close out Tony Hawk for a second. But I mean, I guess like when I think the color yellow, I think happy. I think bright, sunshine.
So what about laughter then?
I guess. I mean, no, yeah, I can see that. But, yeah, laughter.
What about white? I think
White.
of like
snow,
heaven.
heaven.
Or like
That's
like,
that's not like a sound.
like a
though.
little xylophone playing like really
Why is xylophone?
happy tunes.
Ding ding ding. You should just bring in like one of those like little kiddie xylophones.
Oh
Remember
my
the ones they used to
God,
give you in
yes.
like music?
Yeah.
In like elementary school.
Or a recorder.
Oh God, I don't think we should come up with some kind of bet that like next person has to be prepared to play like a recorder
I have
solo.
my old recorder from elementary school at my house in San Antonio.
Why?
I don't know. I never threw it away.
I don't know what I did with mine. I got rid of that
still
thing
have it.
forever ago.
It's in a blue packet
That's weird.
in my closet at home.
You should sell it to like a local elementary school. You probably get a couple bucks off it. I would.
Why?
D-
I was
just
attached
money.
to that thing.
You're attached to a plastic recorder.
I even had like it was black.
Good God,
Okay,
man.
It was a black recorder, and I have a necklace attachment for it.
Well, I'm sure we would love to hear your skills
That's why I
on
got
the
made fun of.
recorder.
Oh,
There's plenty of reasons to make fun of you, Ricky.
Oh
C.
yeah, I got bullied into oblivion.
All right, well, we got 10 seconds. I'm going to switch it on back. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for listening to our ramblings, folks. All right, y'all, that's 6 a.m. by Fitz and the Tantrums. Welcome back. It's the Polar Opposites, and right now we're going to move on to our second news story of the day. Ricky C., what's this story about?
Do you remember the movie Super Size Me?
Yes.
With the guy who went on, was it a year of just eating McDonald's fast food? Or
It was
how
like a
long was it?
month.
Or was it a month? How long was it?
No, it was about 10 years ago.
Well,
I'm
no,
talking
but
about,
like, how long did he
yeah.
Oh, it
do?
was a month.
Yeah, it was a month
So,
straight
yeah,
of
he went-
just only
Yeah, and
McDonald's.
so just kind of like, the smoking gun for McDonald's, essentially, or eating fast food. Well, ironically, the guy, Morgan Spurlock, is opening a fast food restaurant himself. The man who lambasted the fast food industry with a documentary in which he ate nothing but McDonald's food for a month is now getting into the fast food game himself. Morgan Spurlock, the filmmaker behind Super Size Me, will open a temporary restaurant this weekend with his intent to permanently open in January. Spurlock said, quote, Holy Chicken will take place as a pop-up eatery inside a former Wendy's restaurant.
The place is called Holy Chicken?
Holy Chicken.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
thought he was like being expressive and being like, Holy Chicken, man, this is going to be great.
It's the name of the restaurant.
Okay.
It's going to be on Shamrock Road Saturday through Tuesday. He's promising a better fast food product. Quote, we have stuff that is humanely raised, he said. Our chickens, I raised them myself. They're antibiotic-free, hormone-free, all the buzzwords, we got them all. His menu will be limited, much like Chipotle, Five Guys, and Cane's Chicken. But is it healthy? Spurlock himself
Probably
says
not.
his crispy grilled chicken sandwich is healthy-ish. So this is coming
Ish,
from the
that means
guy.
it's not.
Yeah. This is coming from the guy who made that documentary about fast food.
Wasn't his fiance at the time like a vegetarian?
I'm not
Like,
sure.
I remember like in the intro when he was like kind of gearing himself up to do it. He went on like a vegetarian only diet for a week because his girlfriend or fiance, whoever it was a vegetarian. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But for some reason, I haven't seen the movie in a while. But I'm pretty sure that was the case.
I
So I'm
don't
wondering if
remember.
that like kind of
I've seen it.
plays a
The only
factor.
time I've seen that movie was in middle school.
it ruined
I saw it
McDonald's
in my
for me.
math class for some reason. I remember seeing it in my math class.
So would you go to this place?
Oh yeah,
You'd go there?
yeah, definitely.
I'd probably go there. I mean, it's just weird though. I mean, why though? After all this notoriety he's built up towards McDonald's and towards himself, because, I mean, it was a pretty controversial movie. Like, why did he go
That's
this
like the
route?
people behind Blackfish opening up like a SeaWorld kind of place.
Yeah, like, that would be kind of in weird taste, don't you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical, but, I mean, I would still go there because I like,
Oh yeah, I love
fried,
to eat.
greasy
I love
foods.
to eat more than anything.
as you can tell. But I would totally go there. Where was he opening it up? It's in L.A., right?
This is in Ohio, Westerville, Ohio.
Westerville, Ohio.
Yes.
Is that where he was originally from?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so this is weird. I mean,
It's a holy chicken.
Holy
It's like
chicken.
primarily chicken, I'm assuming.
yeah, apparently it's supposed to be like humanely raised chicken. He grows it himself.
Humanely raised chicken. They're going to be consumed. Doesn't matter how good they're raised because they're going to be eaten and killed to make the food.
I guess
Does it
it's,
really
it's more
matter
of
at this
like
point?
They don't want to they want them to live a happy life before they end up getting slaughtered for human consumption.
See, that's almost even more sadistic if you think about it. Like,
But, like, the
you're going to live a nice little happy life on a
chicken
nice
doesn't-
little farm, and then we're going to cut you up into pieces and put you in a fryer to be eaten. Like, does it really even matter at that point? They're going to their
but
death.
Does the chicken know it's going to be fried and eaten and cut into
That's
tiny
what's
pieces?
even more
I mean,
messed
the
up,
chicken
because
nuggets-
they have no idea that they're going
Is
to
it?
die.
Is it though?
Yes!
Is it?
Because they're not even aware. They're just, surprise,
Wait,
you're going to die.
Are chickens even aware of anything?
I mean, they're aware of things. They just don't understand the concept of, hey, some dude out there is going to pay $5 for a sandwich to consume me.
Hey, you know how much you're worth? What? About $1. $1.
Like, this doesn't matter how they're raised. I know I'm probably ticking someone off, but that's just the bottom line. It's not pretty.
I
It's
mean,
not
there's-
perfect.
I mean,
that's just the bottom line.
Remember when we went to Northwest Vista and we saw that video of little chicks getting grinded into like meat?
Oh, yeah, it was like one of those
that
guilt
was
trip
the
things.
worst video I've ever seen in my life. Like, I can understand.
You know
them
what we
not
did
doing
after that, though?
Yeah, we ate chicken.
We
didn't
ate chicken right afterwards.
think we
Why?
did.
Because apparently we're horrible human beings. Do I regret it? Hell no.
I mean,
Hell
I
no.
do because I didn't like.
Do you, though?
I mean, no. I think after that we went to go eat at Golden Corral, and I regretted every moment of that meal.
Oh, well, I mean, every time I ate Golden Corral, I regret it. But not because of what I ate, it's because of how much of it I ate. But anywho, let us know your thoughts about Mr. Spurlock opening up his own fast food chain. I guess he's off the filmmaking business because, I mean, I haven't seen anything else from him. But let us know your thoughts. Would you eat there? Would you not? Do you think chickens are, worth being raised correctly to be eaten? Let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear them. Let's play a little bit of Five Finger Death Punch. We'll be back in a few. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back,
Oh,
ladies and
boy,
gents.
oh.
I'm trying not to burp too much here. This Coke is starting to hit me.
Oh, thanks, Carter, for saying that my sweater game is always on point.
Weren't you wearing a different sweater earlier?
Yeah, but I went home to change because I was, wanted to
Always
get
got to be Mr. Fancy over here, don't you?
comfy. Yes.
Has anyone else commented? Because I keep exiting it out of Facebook for some reason. And I'm now hearing myself talk back, so that's a little creepy. But, okay, so we got that next story down. Ricky C., give a little preview for our Facebook audience.
So it
What's
has
up
to do
next?
with plastic forks and swords.
Plastic forks and swords. That sounds like a name of like a weird indie band.
Forks and plastic forks and swords.
No, it should be forks and plastic swords.
Forks and plastic swords.
Well, we're gonna start a band called Forks and Plastic
How
Swords.
hard is it to start a band? Do you think?
Depends how hard you're willing to work.
I tried.
Because I mean, we can start a band whenever we want. Just depends how
I have
much dedication
I
I'm
have
putting
no
into
musical
it.
talent whatsoever.
Well, you don't have much of any kind of talent, Ricky
You're
C.
right. I don't know what I'm doing in college anymore.
You're not even gonna fight me on it. Not even gonna defend yourself.
I mean, I think I shoot pretty good video.
Okay, there you go. Boom. That's one thing.
That's about it. Though.
Have a
Like I don't know
grand
anything else
total.
I can do.
How come I'm
besides
not
shoot some
seeing-
video?
Oh, okay. Now I'm seeing Carter. Hi, Carter. Thanks for watching, man. All right. Quick description of the song that's currently playing, Wrong Side of Heaven, Five Finger Death Punch. Very angsty.
All your
Very-
music is angsty.
Not all of it, but a lot of it.
It's about
Like 80%.
people getting angry at each other.
Wrong Side of Heaven. off the album Wrong Side of Heaven. Same title name. Really good song. It's not, Five Fingers kind of more known for like their heavier kind of stuff, but it's kind of more of like a power ballad sort of deal. And then coming up next song-wise, we got Seal the Deal by Volbeat from their new album, Seal the Deal and Let's Boogie. Kind of an awkward title name for an album, but it's a pretty good album and a really good song. So highly recommend you check that out for all you rock fans out there. So, Plastic...
Yeah, Plastic Forks.
What was it? Plastic Forks?
And a sword.
And a sword, okay. And the name of band is going to be Forks and Plastic Swords?
Forks and Plastic Swords.
Okay. I can live with that.
Hey, that was my international PR teacher.
Oh.
She doesn't know that I'm a celebrity.
That's because you're not a celebrity.
You're right.
The ego's getting to your head, man.
Son Lee.
So,
Dr. Lee.
I think some of you guys enjoyed the trivia stuff that we did on last week's show. So, later on, in about an hour or so from now, we're going to be playing another trivia game.
Did that.
We're going to be throwing some New York-style trivia at Ricky C.
I'm going to fail it.
Well, you never know. You might do good. We'll just have to find out. Well, that should be fun. I love doing trivia segments. I mean, we haven't done a whole lot of them this season at all, so I'm trying to bring it back a little bit. Should be fun. I'm going to put Ricky C in the hot seat, as I'd love to do so much. I really need, like, some kind of intro song of that.
What is that? What is that song? Where's that from?
I think it was, it wasn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Is it the
Might
Princess,
be.
right?
No, it's another game show. It's like a trivia-based one, but I'm blanking out on the name. Used to be hosted by some, like, really mean-looking British lady. What was it?
The Weakest Link.
Weakest Link. That's what it was.
Wait, hold on,
Goodbye. Yeah, I used to love that show.
You are the Weakest Link.
Yeah, I remember that was a great show.
It was. She was
They got
mean,
rid of
dude. I hated
it.
her.
She was so mean, but I loved it because that's like the best kind of TV. Same with like that's why people love Gordon Ramsay because he's such a jerk to everyone. But it's so
love
funny.
Gordon Ramsay. I follow him on Twitter, and he's
What are you? An idiot sandwich? I love that. It's like my favorite
You watch
thing.
Hell's Kitchen?
Dude, yes. They used to have it on Netflix. I'm so sad they took it off. But yeah, man, Hell's Kitchen was
That's the one
awesome.
with the competitors, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
they have like the
cool.
two kitchens like compete against each other. It's
yes, Hell's
Next
Kitchen.
semester, you should ask Gordon Ramsay your last semester here and do Hell's Radio.
like, oh, that'd be sick.
Just verbally abuse us.
I don't think we would be allowed to air that because he would just say horrible things. I watched a compilation of that the other day of just like his numerous insults. It was like a 20-minute video, and it was just the most vulgar things I've ever heard. It was amazing. Couldn't get over
trying
it.
to find like the that intense music. That's like it's only like a few seconds.
Did you find it?
No.
For the Weakest Link?
Yeah, isn't it like it's just
You
like
are the Weakest Link. It
Bing, bing, bing.
was always like really over dramatic too and everything. Like the camera angles would get like super close to like the competitors and they always have like a stupid look on their face. Like, oh god.
What?
What? I'm the Weakest Link? No. Like they couldn't believe it or
The best
something.
ever was on Millionaire when somebody would like get the first question wrong.
Oh,
How
yeah.
like, disappointing that is for Regis as well. Like he's
I don't-
embarrassed for them.
Exactly, because it's like, oh, you've made it. Congratulations. All right, I'm gonna give you a really stupid, easy question, and then they get it wrong, and then Regis doesn't know what to do.
They
He's
didn't,
like,
use any of their lifelines or anything.
I know it's like, oh, apparently you're stupid and already eliminated. We'll come back next time, folks. You know.
Dang.
I mean, because he wouldn't say that obviously, but
Or the ones that use like all three of their lifelines in the first three questions, and they only,
oh my god, yeah,
they
and
only
then
win like $400.
I mean, I'd still take it, but yeah. So I think on December 5th, December 5th, my speech class for extra credit, they're doing some kind of like speak up competition.
Which is
Basically, you like take a marketing pitch that you've done for like one of your assignments, and then you just kind of give it the same pitch, but you're like in a group, like in a theater or something, giving it to like a couple hundred people.
Isn't that like the really intense kind of marketing competition that Tech has?
It's not like a marketing competition. It's more like a speech competition. More.
Oh, a speech competition.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not good at
I
public speaking.
volunteered for that because I figured, well, if I win, get $500, and if I lose, I at least get extra credit. So I'm just gonna make an idiot out of myself.
I'm hoping to get extra credit for those photos I submitted, but alas.
I think on the next segment, I'm gonna because we don't really have the time. But we're going to steal the Grinds My Gear segment that they do on Woman Crush Wednesday. Use it for us because they got a lot to complain about, but not enough time to do it right now. But man, it's been a weird week.
Miffed.
I'm miffed. I'm peeved.
That's
Other
my
words that
favorite
I can't
word,
say. Miffed. I don't know why I've been saying that a lot lately. Weird.
Miffed.
So yeah, cool stuff like that. And then we got our awesome stories coming up at the top of the hour, so stay tuned for that. What else? Are there any other announcements that I need to make? Check us out at Luca. We'll be at Luca later tonight from 7:30 until 9:30. You can hang out with us along with Andrew Marks and some of the practicum dudes. Going to be out there at the Luca Center. The interns, as we...
Just Nick.
Or just Nick. All the interns here at KTXT, as we like to call them. But anywho, we got about 30 seconds left in the song, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it back. Thanks for watching. It's been fun so far. Still got an hour and a half, so stick with us. Seal the Deal by Volbeat. So, we're about to seal the deal with this third story regarding some plastic forks and swords. Give me the deets on
this
that.
This woman tried to seal the deal with her plastic fork as she chased a sword-wielding robber.
That's bravery right there.
Arthur Rennie, 20, from Port Glasgow, targeted...
Port Costco?
Glasgow.
Oh,
Glasgow.
I was like, there's a porn called Costco. Anyway, go ahead.
Targeted Coden's News and fast food shops in Greenock on the 16th of March, 2015. So this was in West Scotland, for those wondering why these names are so weird and un-American. He waved the sword and pushed 23-year-old Julie Crichton and demanded cash. She refused, pushing him back and chased him while clutching the plastic fork. Renee was caught when a bag containing the sword and clothing, which had his DNA on them, was found near the shop. Quote, being extremely brave, jailing Rennie at the High Court in Glasgow, the High Court in Glasgow. Judge Lady Ray told him, quote, I appreciate you don't accept the jury's verdict, but the evidence showed that you went into the shop along with another, with your face covered and with a very large sword. The young woman was extremely brave to tackle you, and then you ran away. So he denied all of this, saying that I didn't have no giant sword and whatever.
How do you deny having a giant sword? It's like people saw you with a giant sword.
I don't know.
There's not really any hiding that.
And and so the lady is being praised because while Rennie flayed, Miss Crichton, which is the lady with the plastic fork, was chasing him while holding the plastic fork, trying to, I guess, scare the robber away with her.
With a plastic fork.
With her brave weapon of choice.
I'm not the toughest human being in the world, but it's kind of hard to be intimidated by a plastic fork when you have a giant sword at hand.
Depends how you use your plastic fork.
I mean, I guess, but you're holding a giant sword. Like, that's literally the purpose
My question is,
of the sword.
Why not use, it's the modern era. Why not use a gun? I'm not saying...
That would make more logical sense.
I guess in Scotland, maybe they're still stuck in...
Freedom!
They're still stuck in Braveheart, so they're using...
Maybe it was just a dude obsessed with the movie Braveheart.
Giant ironclads or whatever, swords.
Was he in the full attire,
nope, just
face paint?
A giant...
Well, his face was covered, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, completely? Like, he couldn't see what he was doing?
Yeah.
There's just... I got so many questions. I'm surprised this isn't a story from Florida like it usually is.
Yeah, we usually have a Florida story every...
9 times out of 10, it's a Florida man has giant sword, but...
Or, the second runner-up is Scotland.
I guess so.
We have a lot of stories from Scotland, too.
We do have a lot of stories from Scotland, do we? But, okay, so she just chased him out of the store. That was it? Like, they caught him later on?
Dropped the bag, and they caught him later on. They matched his DNA with it.
What are the charges? Is he getting... What's he being charged with here?
With theft.
Just theft?
Yeah.
Not
from
like...
the High Court of
From the High Court. Not like,
Glasswood.
Attempted...
Like, no, I don't think
does
so.
that count as armed robbery?
I don't know.
If you're carrying a giant sword, I'm talking. What do they called?
Robbery?
It's a giant sword. That's a weapon.
Yeah, don't
You can kill a man with it, so I figured that should be armed robbery. I don't know how their laws
a
are.
claymore. That's what it's called.
Claymore, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it was something with the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're rolling up with a giant claymore, that's definitely...
That's
You
armed
can
robbery,
behead
right?
somebody with that.
If you rob somebody with a plastic fork, is that armed robbery?
Now, that is an interesting question. I would say no,
No.
unless you're, skilled in the art of killing people with plastic forks, which I don't know why that would
So
be
it
an art.
wouldn't be armed robbery if I.
Because it's because that's not a weapon. It's not considered a weapon. It's a utensil that people use to eat. And last time I checked, nobody's eating a plate of food with a giant sword in their hand.
You don't know that.
I mean, I'm sure there's a weirdo out there somewhere, but as far as I'm concerned, that's not feasible.
Forks are food swords, if you think about it.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's not
Forks
how it works.
or knives or cutting knives. Those are food swords. How about that? Like
Whatever floats your boat,
steak
man.
knives
I'm not even following you. I'm not gonna.
food swords.
I-
Somebody write that down.
Nobody write that down. Nobody's writing that down. Do not write that down. Nobody's writing that down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move
Steak
on.
knives are food swords. That's it. That's what it is.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the song, shall we? So next up, we got "Not That Man" by Chad Valley. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's the Polar Opposites. Welcome back, Facebook people. So, food swords, huh?
Yeah.
That's the best you got?
Steak knives are just food swords.
I don't even know what to say to that because it's so stupid.
Or like a fork is just a food pitchfork. If you think about it.
It's just
Why
a
is it
fork,
called
man.
why is it called a pitchfork?
Look, man, I don't know. I don't make up the rules for what to call this and that, but dang, dude. You have outdone yourself, Ricky C. I'm just going to leave it like that.
Don't I always though?
You have absolutely
My
outdone
imagination
yourself.
is just too big for me sometimes.
All right, so I'm going to make up a rule here, Ricky C. So since you missed 2 episodes of Polar Opposites, you have 2 days worth of people to thank for your shout-out segments. Sophia's over there breaking chairs, so
2 days
That's
worth
cool.
of people, huh?
2 days worth of people. So I'm going to let you ponder on that for a while. But more on Luca. So if you want to join us over at Luca, there's a band called the Battlin' Nelsons that'll be out there playing from 7:30 to 9:30. We'll be there just kind of broadcasting, hanging out, having a good time, networking, all that fun stuff, whatever local stations do in their community. We've been there once before when they first opened up their new stage for the Rieger Dyke stage, and I'm blanking out on the name of the band, but that was a lot of fun. Apparently this time around it's going to be indoors. I guess because of the weather, because it's freezing freaking cold outside. Hopefully it won't be too bad, because this morning it was a little too cold.
It was freaking cold.
Couldn't feel my fingers on the way over here.
I can't feel my fingers.
But even the building has been cold. Does anyone else notice that?
It's usually really hot.
Yeah, it's usually hot here, but when I was in my last class, it was literally like a walk-in fridge. It was crazy. I was like, I need to get out of here. I'm going to get sick or something.
Walk-in fridges, I want my next house to have a walk-in fridge. Like when I buy a house, just a walk-in
Like
fridge.
the house itself is a walk-in fridge, or there's a
I
walk-in
want
fridge?
a walk-in fridge.
Okay.
In my house. Huh?
I'm with you.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Like
You
when
would-
you go into a gas station and you see what they call those beer caves, you walk into this
Oh,
huge,
okay.
Yeah, like
refrigerated room.
yeah.
And you go and you grab your beer and you walk out and you go pay for it or whatever.
Yeah, have you ever been to a Costco or a Sam's where their milk is inside like a cave?
Oh,
It's,
yeah, yeah.
Purposely cold
Okay.
like that. Yeah, like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like
Yeah, I could dig
walk-in.
that.
Your electric bill will be
Stupid high. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
I'll be rich.
You better be a rich man at that point.
Probably not, but a man's dream.
True that. Walk-in fridge. What about an oven?
It'd be like a pantry, but just a fridge.
But what if you
A
don't
walk-in
need to refrigerate
oven?
the
No,
food?
that's too much.
A walk-in oven.
I don't want to walk in.
I'm going to specifically build a walk-in oven for my house. Why? Why not? Is my question to you.
That's an awful idea.
It's a challenge I'm willing to take. Something fell in here. I don't know what that was. Everything's falling apart. Everything's falling apart.
My
Andrew
life's in
left.
shambles.
Sophia's passed out in the corner. Everything's just going to shambles. It's been quite the Friday night. Now Andrew's talking to somebody. I don't even know who he's talking to right now. I think he's talking to himself. Andrew kind of tends to do that. Just kidding.
My talk's really loud.
Have you figured it out? Oh, yeah, so grinding my gears. Okay, so just before we got on to do the show, okay, last week, I ordered a package from Amazon.
Oh, here we go.
Ordered a package from Amazon last Friday.
Here we go.
I wanted a new pair of headphones. Okay? The estimated delivery was supposed to be today. Okay? Afternoon, all that. I was like, cool. I could probably have it in time to do the show. This is excellent. Can't wait to get it. I checked my Amazon tracking stuff last night, and it said it was delivered at 2:19 yesterday when it was supposed to come today. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll wait a day.
That's happened to me before, though, where like they say something's been delivered,
Yeah.
and then the next 2 days it'll be there.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, you know, I'll wait it out a day. Maybe there's a little mistake, whatever. It happens, I guess. And so you were chilling at home. I've been at school all day. Package never came, right? So called up Amazon. Lady said, hey, let me get in touch with the UPS people, see if we can figure out what the deal is. And apparently the UPS investigation team, which is a thing. I didn't even know it was a thing. Stupid. Apparently they confirmed that it was delivered at 2:19 p.m. yesterday afternoon. So I was like,
It wasn't
okay.
at the house.
But it was not there. Not there. There's probably a bratty freaking neighbor next door. Yeah, took it. Ricky C just hit him with the dab for the sneeze. That was the douchiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Best thing I've ever seen.
So didn't get my package. Long story short, paid $120. So now they're gonna have to refund my account. So they have to order it again. I don't know when I'm gonna get the stupid thing. I just want my headphones.
Just order it to the Amazon store here.
Yeah, I should have done that the first time. Like, I know it's partly my fault, but dang it, man. This is why I hate ordering stuff online. Because this crap happens, and I'm over here complaining about it when I'm trying to have a good
And
day.
I gotta deal with it.
You could just like cancel it and then go to like a mall or something when you're home for Thanksgiving.
I mean, I
Yeah, but
could.
that's too convenient, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan
Like,
likes to make his life more difficult.
I need to make it as difficult on myself as possible
That's too convenient.
so that it feels more rewarding when it actually goes my way for once.
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. You should
You're
make
damn
this
right it does.
perfectly hard on yourself, so that way when you get what you want, it's like, oh my god, I got it. Yeah.
I know, like, it's definitely not the case, but I'm going to try to stay a little bit optimistic here.
Shout out to Josh for accepting my friend request.
Josh who?
You're going to love the stuff
Josh
I post on Facebook.
Robinson?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That poor soul. He doesn't know what he's
It's just honestly,
he's not
all I
ready.
post on Facebook is just a bunch of cheese stuff. Like the past, like 5 things I've posted on Facebook were
You
about
know what
cheese.
also grinds my gears?
Cheese.
No, I love cheese.
Same.
Derek Ginter,
Did you say
our
ranch?
freaking boss. You shut your mouth, Andrew. Derek Ginter, who has been our boss for 2 years now, has still yet to accept my friend request on Facebook.
Dude,
hasn't accepted me
same,
either.
same.
He
No,
hasn't
wait.
accepted me either.
I can see everything he posts, comment on everything, like all his stuff, but he's not my friend on Facebook.
Like, it's like a slap in the face, DG.
But
if you're
Elena
watching this,
DG, please, for love of
I-
God.
He likes Elena more than us.
Josh accepted it before you did,
sexist.
and you're my boss. Anyways,
Now I'm all tangled up with my freaking headphones. that I
Dr.
didn't
Stone
order.
accepted my friend request before he did.
Oh yeah,
He
Doc
did it
Rock
within
like
the
that.
second, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, that's just a few things that are really ticking me off today. But we only got 20 seconds left in this song, so I'm going to change it on back. Thanks for listening to the rants. That's Weekend by Last Dinosaurs and Not the Man by Chad Valley. I almost said Kelly. I don't know why.
R. Kelly?
Chad, definitely not R. Kelly.
Chad Kelly.
Like R. Kelly's younger brother or something.
Who's the dude in the red sweater that everybody lost their minds who wanted to become president during the debates? What was his name?
Oh, Ken Bone?
Yeah, I don't know why I think his name is Kelly.
Why?
I don't know.
He doesn't even look remotely like a
don't know.
Kelly. Anywho, right now, let's take a few minutes to thank our special listeners who give us the support throughout the weeks when we do this stupid show that for some reason you guys like. So Ricky C, changed the camera there for a
What?
second. Let me put that back. Who are your special listeners for today?
Well, you told me to condense 2 days worth
Into one.
into one, and this is I thought it'd be hard, but it actually isn't.
Okay.
And so
Who
I'm going to
do you
shout
have?
out you and Hunter for holding down.
Okay.
The show Friday and Sunday. I mean, I got to capture the first or a few minutes of it.
You captured it?
Yeah, well,
Like you
I
held
caught-
it in
like
your
a-
hands?
Yes, actually in my phone.
Like a little baby?
Yeah, like this. I
Like
was
a little
holding it.
baby kangaroo that
was
you
just
captured
watching.
in the wild?
Yes.
Okay.
I was
Anyway,
caressing it, and
a little weird.
yeah, I mean, I got to catch the first or a few of the 5 minutes or so of you guys talking and stuff, and it sounded really good. While I was lost in New Jersey, so I really appreciate you holding down the fort while I was gone, and while not having to worry about anything like that, because I know you can always hold stuff down when in doubt.
I'm pretty good at taking things and holding them to the ground.
Yeah,
That is my
just
job
like
here.
you do to.
I hold things down. Anyway.
That sounds really like
What?
violent.
Oh, really? We were talking about swords earlier, and now this is crossing the
Well,
line.
you're talking about holding things down, and you're really good at it.
Not like that, man. Okay, just move on, please, before
All right,
we
well,
cross any
I
lines.
did, but then you made it.
Okay, just any other shout-outs?
No, that's it.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that got a little weirder than I wanted to. Who do I thank? Well, I haven't thanked my parents in a while. And so, about to see them in about 5 days for Thanksgiving break. So I know it's a little premature because we still got one more episode before we head out of here. But Mom and Dad, thank you for your continued support, for always guiding me. Whatever route I go throughout college, thank you for the continued support with everything I do and continue to do. And because of you guys, I wouldn't be here. So thank you so much. I don't even have the right words to express my gratitude. But yeah, Mom and Dad, thank you so much if you're listening right now.
Tell them I said hi. Or hi.
Well, I mean, they heard you, so
Oh, well,
there you go. You just told them hi yourself. Well, there you go. There are your shout-outs for today. Thank you so much. And just because you didn't get a shout-out today doesn't mean we don't love you. We love each and every one of you, whether you listen on KTXT-FM.org, the TuneIn app, or you're watching right now on Facebook. We love and appreciate every single last one of you, so thank you for all you people that support the show and KTXT. So let's go ahead and wrap up this hour with a little bit of champagne. This one's by Polyphia. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back, Facebook people.
Oh my
Thanks
God.
for sticking with
My ears
us.
get really sweaty when I talk like this.
Your ears get sweaty when you talk. That's it's kind of a weird thing to say there, man. Might want to keep that one to yourself.
Oh my God, no, wait.
You said it. like I don't know how to follow up with that, but
my ears get sweaty when
that
I talk.
that normally doesn't. That's not physically possible.
All right. I meant like when I wear.
Please elaborate yourself. I would love to
I don't
hear
know
it.
what's wrong with me anymore.
So
I'm
let me
losing
get
my
every time you
marbles.
open your mouth to speak words.
What did I say yesterday? Or at Dylan's when we went to our roommate's.
We say a lot of stupid
No, I
things, man.
said
You're gonna have to narrow it
I
down.
said something like
Nothing
March,
like that,
March
though.
came before April after April.
Oh yeah, so we were having a conversation.
Something
We were
like that.
talking about a trip to go to Colorado for spring break, like we did last year. And so,
Oh my God.
I forgot what
We
point.
can't exactly say the context of the.
Yeah, but basically, Ricky C was talking about our roommate Hunter's birthday, which is in April, and he said, "Hey man, it's cool. March is just around the corner," meaning like based on the context, it was like, don't worry, man, March is right after April.
That's exactly
and we're like,
what I said.
Ricky, March comes right before April. So that doesn't really make any sense. So you were just on an absolute roll. So
That's
April,
just too.
apparently March comes after April, according to Ricky, and you sweat from your ears every time you talk, which is not only incorrect, but also disgusting.
Oh,
So thank you for that bit of information. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Truly. What else? So we can go ahead, I guess, and give a little preview of what they can expect for some of our awesome stories. What do we got? Let's take a look. So we got some Netflix original stuff that's going to come out next year, early next year. We got Disney Channel show, again, making a comeback.
special video game coming out today.
Ooh, so
For all
should
those
be
who-
some
of
good
you-
stuff.
Actually, a lot of you probably already know, what the new video game is.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's probably a lot of you that already got it, but in case you
I'm
haven't
excited.
heard.
I'm splitting the two games, actually.
What do you mean?
You know how there's two of them? They usually
Yeah.
come out with two. I'm getting one version, and Laura's getting the other.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
How romantic.
No, not
Couple
really.
sharing a couple of games of, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll keep it, truly romantic, truly. Does Laura even play video games?
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because I never hear her, talk about it or anything, so I kind of figures, she just wasn't into it.
No, yeah.
But she
You're
is?
into Star Wars.
Star Wars,
That's such a heartbreaker.
Oh, like the movies, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird, man.
I'm the biggest Star Wars fan you'll ever
It's, I don't understand.
Star Wars is
How could
better
you
than
not,
Star Trek. Sorry, Josh.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that's a given. That's a given. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag triggered. Hashtag not really. So what else is grinding my gears?
You know what grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears? What's really
I know
getting
that you
under
can
your
relate.
skin?
You can relate to this one,
Sure.
and I'm just gonna say it because it's happened. When professors don't grade your
I was
assignments,
literally...
when you need to know where you stand in that class.
Yep. Freaking
And what I don't understand is it's like, oh, okay, it's like they'll grill us when we turned it in a day or two late, and oh, we're gonna take off 1 billion points because you turned it in a second late after midnight, right? And then they go off and they take 7 years or whatever to
They take the
grade-
whole semester to grade one paper that's 3 pages long.
I think there should be a mutual understanding to what's students are just as busy or are busy, and then teachers are as well.
Yeah,
There has to be
not
a
that we should
mutual-
get a pass for
Yeah,
turning in
exactly.
late work, but if we are held to a certain deadline, you have this amount of time to get it done, then those teachers should have that same amount of time to grade that assignment so that we get feedback on it, we can know what our grades are, and not, hey, surprise, you failed every freaking paper you turned in for the class, so you're gonna fail.
What if you need to know if you need to drop the class or not?
You don't. And there's
Right.
some people that are trying to graduate, and they don't know where they're standing because their stupid professors won't grade their things. I'm going on. I'm yelling. I'm raising my voice. I'm going to take it back.
I understand, people get busy. Some people, and
It's
events,
life.
Events are, events happen. But I mean, a nice little update, hey, sorry, I didn't grade your papers. This is why. I'll get them out at this
No, yeah.
time, or something like that. And sometimes I don't even get that. So, I mean, it'd just be nice.
Yeah, a few hours ago, I was having... I won't say who it is, but I was going to one of my classes for the labs, and, I was really going to talk to her about this and be like, hey, I really need to know my grades. I'd like to know what I got on these assignments. Can you please, hurry it up with that? I was going to talk to her about that after class. But she didn't show up to the class. She had a substitute. So she didn't go at all. So I'm like, well,
Did she send an email or anything?
no email or nothing. No notification hey, I'm not going to be there. If you have any questions, email me. Nothing. Just didn't show up, which is never the case. Usually they cancel class if that's the case.
I've never had a substitute. Well, actually, yes, I
This is one of
I
the
have
few
had it.
times. I've had it once or twice. So I'm like, come on, dude. And most of the, for that particular class, it's couple page papers. One of them was just literally a press release. And if you're not familiar with the format of a press release, it's literally just a page long. And that was 3 weeks ago when I turned that in. And she has not graded that. I'm like, what are you doing? That does not, it takes 2 minutes to read that. Not even, you know? Like, you can't look at that and be like, oh, hey, yeah, okay, boom, 90 or something, you know? I just want to know what it is. I just want to know what it is.
Just want to know.
I just need to know. I don't even care if I pass with flying colors, whatever the case may be. I want to know. I want to know now. It's really taking me off. Especially now that we only got like 3 weeks.
Of school?
Yeah. I think it's like more. I think it's 4. More like 4. But we don't have a lot of time. Because we're going back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, December. Like a month from now, we start winter break.
It's just kind of like, it's starting to hit me now. It's like, I'm about to like graduate.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing in my life.
Do any of us, though? That's college, man.
I can't even pick matching socks half the time. So how am I supposed to like pick a career in life? You know?
That's part of the problem. But anywho, right now the song that's currently playing is World on Fire, featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators by Slash, his individual band. One of the best albums I've heard in quite some time, very underrated. And just before that was Champagne by Polyphia, cool little groovy rock kind of instrumental. So I really dig it. Highly recommend you check that out on your Spotify's. Have it on my personal accounts. But I'm going to switch it on back. We're going to get to our awesome stories. So stick with us. Thanks for watching. Love you all. That's World on Fire by Slash featuring Miles Kennedy, and Champagne by Polyphia. A little bit of champagne don't sound too bad right now. Celebrate the end of kind of a weird week. But before we do that, we still got a whole nother hour of polar opposites to be had. So let's go ahead and get into some of our awesome findings of the day. Ricky C., what do we got first?
All right, so for all those Disney lovers out there, I don't know if you've ever seen this show. You probably have, at least an episode or two. But Disney Channel will be having a Hannah Montana marathon on December 3rd through the 29th. And it's just going to go through the entire season of Hannah Montana.
Remember the theme song?
I actually thoroughly enjoyed that show. Not going to lie to you.
I wasn't like a huge fan, but I kind of had a crush on Miley Cyrus.
Do you have a crush on her now?
No, this was before she went crazy. But yeah, I used to have a crush on Miley Cyrus back then.
She's not that crazy now.
I mean, I guess she's chilled out now that she's not quite as popular as she was previously, back when she came up with all that twerking stuff.
Yeah, she was pretty crazy.
That was weird. But yeah, I think she's chilled out a little bit. Well, now she's like on The Voice or something.
Yeah, she is. Actually, that's a really good show, too. If you
so
haven't seen
they're just flat out bringing it back, or are they like revamping it, or what's the deal?
No, they're just bringing back the old shows, and they're just going to have a marathon of what was,
What was.
Yeah, not what could have been, but what was.
Oh, man. Hannah Montana. Good little Miley Cyrus, very well behaved back before she went crazy. What is it that you think just like kind of set her off?
I think she was just tired of it, I think she was just tired of being around Disney, and she wanted to go this other avenue.
Wanted to be a bad girl.
She just wanted to, be different, is what I think. And she did. She most certainly did.
Oh, she certainly did. All right.
But, I mean, now that she's chilled out, I think over the years she got more mature, and, I have more respect for her now that she's, not in that whole phase that she was now. Because, I mean, I've seen her in The Voice. I watched the show, by the way. It's really good.
You watched The Voice?
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie to you. It's really, really good.
Low-key judging you.
Why? It's a good show.
All right.
But, I mean, it's a good show, and she's really respectable in that show, too. She helps,
What if it's all an act?
It could be.
And then it just happens all over again, like an endless cycle of Miley Cyrus losing her mind.
Oh, so what, next year she's just going to go bananas and...
Hey, it could happen.
You know what?
Don't say I didn't warn you if it does.
By the way, this year has just gone. I'm just expecting everything.
Exactly. You never know. You never know.
Honestly,
Donald Trump's going to be the president. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Honestly, anything goes.
Anything
at this
goes.
point.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. Freaking, I don't know. Pigs could fly it tomorrow, for all we know.
We're going to see a flying pig come across this window right here momentarily. Watch.
Gravy's going to be replaced. Is going to replace gravity within the coming months. We don't even know.
All right. Anywho, off that weird point, what else is awesome?
We got, speaking of shows, a really interesting show that I'm excited for is Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events is going to make its debut in January 13th on Netflix. It's going to be a Netflix original series. I heard before they were going to make movies out of that, but that didn't go exactly fall through. So instead, they're just going to make a Netflix show. Which I mean, I'm not mad or anything. That all of Netflix's shows so far have been hits. So
I'm gonna make a hot take here, but I'm gonna say other than maybe HBO, Netflix has the best original content as far as shows go. I mean, they just kill it with all their originals. Some of the best shows that I've ever seen come from Netflix. And I mean, this trailer dropped yesterday, and it looks really cool. I think Neil Patrick Harris was the perfect choice, other than Jim Carrey, obviously. But Neil Patrick Harris was the perfect choice to play Count Olaf. He pulls off the look very well. I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be great. Definitely recommend that you go check that out. Just search Series of Unfortunate Events.
One of my favorite shows is off of Netflix, House of Cards.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen House of Cards, go watch it. I mean, it is the best show, in my opinion, of all time. It's just so beautifully shot, beautifully acted. And, I mean, it has Kevin Spacey. I mean, the god amongst men himself. I mean, what more could you ask?
Absolutely.
And going off of more awesome news, today is the release of the new Pokemon game, Pokemon Sun and Moon, comes out today.
Pokemon!
I'm excited for this game. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up just yet, but I'm excited.
Now, is this like for the Wii or
It's for the DS?
For the DS, okay.
It will be coming out for the Nintendo Switch, though.
Nick Hayes over on that side making weird dance moves. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Is that coffee? Can I have a sip of that? Wow.
Oh, thanks. So, okay. So, you're going to pick it up? It comes out today, right?
It comes out today, but I'm not going to pick it up just yet.
What's holding you back?
Money. It's
Money's
a $40
always a factor.
game.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't pay that much for a DS game. Usually,
That's how
like
much they usually are, and it's going to be that way. I mean, the Smash Bros. Game is still $39.99. Last time I checked.
That's worth it though. That's Smash Bros. This, I mean, I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, but I'm not a big Pokemon fan. I'm not hating on Pokemon. Everyone, put your pitchforks down.
You know what game?
I'm not hating.
You know what
I'm just
game
not a big fan.
I might pick up though. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, though. I mean,
when does that come out?
That came out already. It's been out for a while.
Oh well, I had no idea. They didn't really hype it up very well.
The game is the first one was really good. I mean,
it was pretty fun.
I'm
I remember playing a little bit.
Sucker for DBZ.
Exactly.
And DBZ games.
Yes, I mean, jumping off that, I'm a big DBZ guy. I used to love DBZ as a kid. Pokemon was just never really my thing when Pokemon Go was still a thing.
It was enjoyable, but I don't know.
Everyone was forcing me to play, and everyone's like, dude, you're going to end up playing it. Watch. All cocky and whatnot. I'm like, I'm not going to play it. I've never cared about Pokemon. I've never cared about the games. Never been my deal. Never been my shtick. But I understand why people like it, and it's a big deal because they're really good games from what I hear. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon, check it out. Brand new.
Definitely.
Today. So there you go. You got Pokemon. You got a Series of Unfortunate Events dropping in January. And Hannah Montana making a comeback to remind you of the good old days back in the 2000s when Miley Cyrus was still
when
sane.
everything back in the 2000s when everything was right and made sense. Now everything's crazy and
now you never know.
Yep.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead and go into another music break. When we come back, we're playing some trivia with Ricky C about New York. Let's see if he's ready. And feel free to play along with us at home. Here is Saint Motel, My Type. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Oh, yeah.
All right, folks. Welcome back. Ricky C has disappeared for the moment. I think he's on his way back. So there you go. That was some awesome stuff. Got some Pokemons go. Oh, hey, Sophia's back. I thought she just kind of left. I was like, that's rude. Leaving mid-segment like that. I hear some people outside. You gentlemen want to make yourselves seen?
You know I have a size 8 head, right? I definitely don't have a tiny face.
I don't know what they're arguing about. How's it going, y'all?
Ricky says I have a tiny face.
Tiny face
What does
marks.
that mean?
I think you have a normal-sized face. I don't know.
I think he has a tiny face.
I mean, like feature-wise or like actual face?
Like feature-wise.
Oh, okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go. Tiny face marks. That
Um,
reminds me of that Little Bits commercial off of Rick and Morty. Oh my god.
come
I love
on
that
down
show.
a little bit. If y'all haven't seen Rick and Morty, that's another show recommendation we're doing. All right, we should recommend a show at least once every episode. If you haven't watched Rick and Morty,
Oh my god, yes.
do it. So
It is-
good.
And the thing is,
So
like with
funny.
Rick and Morty, they don't care about anything. They just
Yeah.
It's a show where they don't care. It's mostly improv. They usually don't follow a story, but they do. It's weird. You just have to
Yeah.
watch it. It's so funny.
It's like loosely based, very, very loosely based off of Back to the Future.
yeah, very loosely based.
So they kind of take the similar characters and just kind of create like different stories with it and everything. But man, Rick and Morty's so good. They were supposed to drop season 3 this month, but
They're pushing it back.
But apparently they're pushing it back because they're not done yet, which is really ticking me off because we were waiting all year for that, and now they're not going to do it. So a little bit peeved about that. Something else to grind our
Smells
gears.
like peanut butter in here.
That's because, yeah, Sophia's chowing down on one of those crustable things.
Oh my god, Crustables? Those things still exist?
Yeah, you can get them downstairs.
What?
Yeah, swear to God. Oh, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our Facebook comments. Laura Duclos says, Brian, we are not friends anymore.
Probably
Don't know.
because your Pokemon comment, because she's a huge, like, she dies for that stuff.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Okay. So waiting for the comment on that. Next up, White Ely says, Ricky, have you tried being normal?
Never.
Okay, good answer. Josh Robinson says, you're welcome, Ricky. Only a special few get to join my friend group, and you're not missing much not being DG's Facebook feed. Ooh, shots fired at DG. Damn. Grilled, man.
Is he even here? No, he leaves.
Yeah.
He leaves and he gets here at the crack of dawn, though. Even before the crack of dawn, I think he gets
Talking
here
about
when it's
DG?
still- yeah.
Oh, yeah, he gets here at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, why do you do that to yourself? It's horrible.
What time does he go to sleep, do you think?
Like at 8 o'clock or something. What an old timer. Just kidding, DG, love you. Josh also says, for the record, we have proven that that FB's count on the live feed is inaccurate. So they could have the whole university watching, and you may not know. Okay, so I guess he's referring to like, you know, when you actually look at the feed, it says, oh, X number of people are watching currently. Let me make sure we have time left. Okay. So right now we have 5 people watching, quote unquote. But yeah, like every time we look back at the videos, it's like, oh, 300 people have watched, or 400, whatever, you know. So I guess it just kind of depends, like who's actually like sitting there viewing, as opposed to people just kind of scrolling down. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. I'm sure they're trying to figure out the algorithm. Next says, lol. Oh, Laura Ducla says, lol, only 5 people are watching you guys. I believe she literally just commented that. Carter Richardson says, hi, Bri. Hey, Carter. Good to hear from you again. He also says, Ricky, your sweater game is always on point. Didn't he leave that earlier?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he say that again?
The comments are kind of just
Yeah, they're kind of like
janky.
going out of order. A little confusing. But good to hear from you guys. Let me go ahead and pull up my trivia stuff before I forget, and I'm awkwardly shuffling through my material here. Yeah, just go ahead and scat in the meantime. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Here it is. Gonna go ahead. All right. Yeah, you keep doing that. Keep them busy for the next minute 38. All right. I think I am prepared. Ricky C, are you ready?
Nope.
So in case you're just now joining us on the Facebook feed, what we're going to do, since Ricky C missed the last 2 shows because he was in New York, I decided to take some trivia questions, New York City related, and see how much Ricky C learned within that 5-day time period.
Nothing.
Probably nothing. We're about to find out
My brain was turned off.
We're about
As
to
it
find
is
out in a
always.
minute. So, Got 10 questions prepared, 2 of which are true and false, just to kind of make it a little bit lighter
Right,
on you.
This is random, but what are your thoughts on waterboarding?
That it's very disturbing.
Okay.
Why do you want to know my opinion on
I don't
waterboarding?
know, I just wanted to know.
Okay. I feel like this is a conversation for another time, and we only got 40 seconds, so
Well,
I'm just
in
gonna
40 seconds, tell me your opinions on the waterboarding.
I'm not going to get into that conversation right now because that is not the kind of thing we talk about. So I'm gonna switch it back now and pretend you didn't just ask me about waterboarding. All right, stick with this, folks. It's Hippocampus, Opportunistic, and My Type by Saint Motel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time to have a little bit of fun. So, in case you're just now joining us on any kind of audio stream or you're listening in your cars, let me fill you in. In case you missed the last 2 episodes of The Polar Opposites, Ricky C was out of town on a little trip to New York City.
Yes.
Which he spent that week there. And so, I figured, since it's his first episode back from the break, let's go ahead and make a trivia game, because we don't do a whole lot of trivia on the show anymore. So what I'm going to be doing, pretty self-explanatory, I'm going to be asking you 10 questions related to New York City, 2 of which are true or false questions, just to make it a little bit easier, okay? So, if you get the question correct, you will hear the following sound.
Guns up.
Okay? And if you get the question incorrect, you hear this.
Wrong.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I can go with that.
Feeling ready? Okay, let's start this bad boy off, shall we? So, question number 1, Ricky C. By the year 1860, how many Irish immigrants were living in NYC? Is it A, 500,000, B, 400,000, C, 300,000, or D, 200,000? How many
go
Irish
with-
immigrants?
All right. So give me those choices again.
Got 500,000, 400,000, 300,000, 200,000, and that's it.
I'm going to go with 300,000.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right. Well, Ricky C, that is
Wrong.
That is wrong.
What was the correct answer?
The correct answer is 200,000.
I was
200,000
close.
immigrants. You were close. You weren't far off.
Dang it. Dang
Okay.
it. That was a big time when, immigrants from the Europe came to New York
Yes.
on Ellis Island.
Quite.
Just a little history thing.
That-
I should honestly just be a history teacher.
I mean, apparently you didn't know how many there were. So,
I'm not that specific,
Oh, okay. Well, moving on. Oh, for 1. Let's go to question number 2. Ricky C, how tall is the Empire State Building? You took a little trip there. Did you count the number of stories as you were ascending to the top of the empire? How many? Was it A, 98 stories, B, 100 stories, C, 102 stories, or D, 104 stories? How tall is the Empire State Building?
It's between 104 and 102. I'm going to go with 102.
102, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Guns up.
That is
All right.
correct. All right, it is 102 stories. Okay, 1 for 1. Not too shabby. Let's move on. Rudy Giuliani, former mayor of New York and potential cabinet member
Oh my God! All
of
right.
President-elect
before
Trump.
before we go to that question.
Okay.
So, as you may have known, if you guys tuned into the show last week, I got stuck in the middle of an anti-Trump protest.
Yes.
While I was there, and a lot of New Yorkers were not a fan of Rudy Giuliani. Actually.
Yeah.
While I was there following the protesters just to see where they were going, which ended up in Trump Tower because it's in New York. A lot of them were shouting very vulgar
I'm going to
words
close
about,
the door real quick. Excuse me.
Rudy Giuliani. Not a lot of them are quite exactly fans of the mayor. I don't know why they're not. I didn't look into that in particular. But
I guess it just depends on the policies and stuff like that.
It was. I can't say these words over radio, but it was more of like Rudy Giuliani. Just putting your context in there.
Okay.
So, anyways.
Interesting stuff. Appreciate the anecdote there. Okay, anyway, Rudy Giuliani, a former mayor of New York and potential cabinet member under President-elect Trump, served as the mayor of New York City for how many years?
Oh, God.
Is it A, 12 years, B, 8 years, C, 6 years, or D, 4 years? How long did Giuliani serve as the mayor of New York?
8 years.
8 years. Is that your final answer? Nick is out here giving you a different hint, even though that's kind of technically cheating. But what is your final answer? You got to pick.
I don't know if I trust Nick or not. He's telling me 12. But I don't know if governors...
He's holding up 3 fingers, but 3 wasn't an answered choice. So
It was?
It was not.
Okay. I'm going to go with... I'm going to just bite the bullet here and take Nick's advice and go with 12 years.
Is that your final answer, Ricky C?
Yes.
Wrong.
You were actually right the first time. It was 8 years. That's what you get when you listen to Nick Hay, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm never going to listen to you ever again. Get out of here, you dad.
He's a father. Yeah. Anywho, so you are now 1 for 3.
Great.
Moving on. Number 4. Who is the current mayor of New York City? Is it A, Bill de Blasio?
Oh, wait a minute.
B, Michael Bloomberg? No. C, David Dinkins? Or D, Ed Koch? Who is the current mayor of New York City? Ricky C, your answer, please.
I'm going to go with Ed Koch.
Is that your final answer, Ricky C?
Yes.
Wrong.
That is incorrect. It is actually Bill de Blasio. Not doing too hot, Ricky C. So far, it is 1 for 4.
God.
Okay, you know what? It's question number 5. We'll do this one. We'll go into a break, gather your thoughts. We'll come right back to it, all right? Feeling all right?
All right.
Okay. Question number 5, true or false. Make it a little easier on you.
Great.
New York City is the most populous city in the United States. True or false?
True.
Final answer?
Yes.
Guns up.
All right.
That is correct.
So 2 for 4.
It is the most populous city in the United States. You are 2 for 5.
It's actually the safest city in the U.S. as well, believe it or not.
Depends.
It's actually really safe. It's safer than Lubbock. It's safer than San Antonio.
I mean, it's a much bigger city, though, so that's kind of up in there.
It is true, but...
Okay.
Still.
Well, there you go. So, right now, you're rocking a score of 2 out of the first 5 questions. Not too hot, but let's see if you can make a bowl game in the next segment based on your scores. So, right now, we're going to jump into a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers. This one's Can't Stop. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got more trivia on the way. Welcome back, Facebook folks. Right now, Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's playing right now over the airwaves, and you can't hear it. Ha-ha!
Chili
Sorry,
Peppers.
copyright laws. Can't do anything about it. I wish I could. Believe me, we've tried. Didn't work. Facebook took it down, man. The man's on to us. So right now, in case you're just now joining us, if you're playing along with us, tell us what your score is, and please, no cheating, folks. We'll know. We won't know. Now, in case you're just now joining us, if you're playing along... Well, accidentally
you just
played
heard
back.
yourself.
I just heard myself. That was a little bit creepy. But yeah, let us know if you're playing along, how well you're doing. If you're doing better or worse than Ricky C is.
Probably better.
We would like to know.
I suck at everything.
Wow, you are just the epitome of confidence right now, Ricky. Gotta tell you. So, what are there any other interesting New York City stories?
No, I just
Places you visited, or crazy protests you got in the middle of, or something.
Just a Trump protest. I saw actually. I saw it right before it got on the on major media outlets. It first started off as just like a small group of people in Times Square, and then they started walking around Times Square. And as they just started gathering more and more people, and they just it was actually when we were there, it was during Laura's birthday. We were just going to go and
Wasn't it like right there during election time too?
I think
like on election night.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember you sending me Snapchats. So I was like, dude, you better be careful.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was during her birthday. And so we were going to go somewhere else. And we came back to Times Square and we were going to take a photo. And then there was the protesters there. And, I mean, it grew, substantially. The rate at which it grew was, amazing. So many people gathered together and then just walked down the streets saying, he's not my president. I do not accept the president-elect, or whatever it was. I don't remember quite exactly what it was.
Right.
A lot of vulgarities were being spewed out.
I could imagine.
A lot of cardboard signs being waved around, and so I did a Facebook Live event on it just to show you guys what was
all the mayhem.
What was going on? It was pretty crazy, but it was interesting because I was able to see. I've never been to a protest before, and I was involuntarily involved in this protest. And they blocked off a lot of streets, and I got to see the Trump Tower. I mean, I guess that's cool.
That's pretty exciting. Yeah. The big tower.
They also it didn't stop there. It stopped at the Trump International Hotel as well.
Right.
They were also there too.
Interesting stuff, though. But
oh, sorry, no, it wasn't. It wasn't on. It was the night after the election. So the night. It
was after the election.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when it happened.
Okay. Right now, I'm gonna insert a quick news update that I accidentally took out. Nice. It's gonna play momentarily. I'll cue that up. You guys can listen to it, so we can take a bit of a breather. That's going to play in 15 seconds, and then got another song after that. And then we will go back into some more trivia. Should be fun. Thanks for sticking with us. Don't go anywhere.
Good afternoon, Lubbock, Texas. You're tuned into the Raider 88.1. I'm Haley, and this is your KTXT News Update. Houston is getting its first Latino police chief, and he comes from our state capital. Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo will move to the nation's fourth largest city to become its top cop. Mayor Sylvester Turner says Acevedo was the perfect choice for the city and reflected Houston's changing demographics. Turner yesterday also named El Paso Fire Chief Samuel Pena as the new leader of Houston's fire department. The former owner of San Antonio-based Gourmet Express is going to prison for 15 years for cheating the tax man out of more than $1 million. A federal judge also ordered 71-year-old Robert Scully to pay back the money to the IRS. Scully was accused of using companies in Thailand to provide shrimp and other ingredients in his frozen meals at inflated prices. The kickbacks were then used to finance personal expenses. Dallas Congressman Jeb Hensarling isn't saying much about his meeting yesterday with President-elect Donald Trump, but Hensarling tells KTV-TV that he did tell Trump that he's willing to serve on his team. Hensarling is reportedly on the president-elect's short list to serve as U.S. Treasury Secretary. Hensarling declined to say if yesterday's meeting was a job interview. And finally, a San Antonio company is becoming the nation's fifth largest oil refiner with this week's acquisition of El Paso-based Western Refining for just over $4 billion. The purchase will add 3 new facilities to the refineries already owned by Tesoro Corporation, based in the Alamo City. Tesoro will now be able to process over 1 billion barrels of oil a day, and the deal puts Tesoro even closer to the oil-rich Permian Basin. That does it for your KTXT News Update. Let's take a quick look at your weather here on the Raider before we get back to the music. Today, sunny with a high near 55, wind speeds at 20 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30. Tonight, nice and clear with a low around 25. It's going to be very cold, so if you're going to be out and about, make sure you have a coat with you. There is a chance for us to get our first official freeze of the season, so be prepared for that. Saturday, sunny with a high near 57. Saturday night, clear with a low around 35. Currently in Lubbock, it's nice outside, nice and sunny at 47 degrees, humidity at 37%, and wind speeds of 23 miles an hour. That does it for your KTXT News and Weather Update. Thanks so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure you keep it locked to the left for more great music coming up next.
All right, Facebook people. Thank you, Haley, for that news update. Even though she's not in studio. Where are the voices coming from? It's a recording. Spoiler.
You know what's weird?
What?
When you die, and
Just stop. I don't even want to hear what it is you have to say right now.
wow. Okay.
I know it's going to be something stupid, outrageous. I don't even want to know.
it's my charm, man.
Your charm?
I'm unexpected.
There's nothing charming about that. Just weird.
Yeah.
People hear that thing, those kind of things, they're like, man, that dude's weird. There's no charm.
I don't.
You got nothing, man. Ricky C is speechless. Oh, man.
Whatever, man.
Now I lost my train of thought.
Good.
So
You
thank you,
deserve
Ricky
that.
C. I deserve nothing. I was making a point, and you interrupted me with some talk of death. I don't even want to know anymore.
I had something to say, but now.
Okay, you know what? Make it quick. Make it quick, because I know you're going to give me crap about it later.
Like when you die and you have like these like audio recordings, it's like you live forever. You know.
What would the recording be?
I don't know, man. Just something like if let's say on the way back after the show I die and I still have my voicemail as I recorded it, and it's like sometimes I like to call him just to hear his voice, and then I mean it's like I'm there but I'm not, but I'm there forever digitally until my phone gets wiped or something. Then I'm gone forever.
Anyway,
Woo!
I don't know how to transition from that thought, but
Depressing, right?
It's weird. Weird. That's for sure.
I got that from a commercial.
What kind of commercial is that?
It's like some Phoenix University commercial. Have you ever seen-
About people dying?
No, it's like this guy is like he's like a football player and he goes to Phoenix University because his mom told him to get a degree, and like every day he calls his
Are you telling me I should sign up for Phoenix University?
I
What are you
wouldn't.
trying to tell me?
Look what happened to ITT Technical Institute. Do you honestly think that
What did happen? I
they
don't
closed
know.
down?
Completely?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was wondering why I never see commercials for them in Europe.
yeah, they're done. They
Oh.
closed down. They weren't able to.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that I feel bad, but I don't, because I go to an actual school.
Man, you have no soul.
I don't. I don't have a soul, so sorry for all you people that signed up for ITT Tech. You wasted your time and money. Do I care? Nope. Anywho, let us know what your Thanksgiving plans are. We'd love to hear what you're eating, what your plans are. Pigging out, watching football, man. It's one of my favorite holidays.
I'm just thinking of the conversation that's going to be held at the Thanksgiving table.
Oh, because you always get like roasted by your family or something, right?
Yeah. Well, like it's like I don't know what it is, but like it's like a tradition for Hispanic families to roast each other, and any occasion, any gathering. So I'm just waiting.
I mean, we're roasting each other right now. Is that
It's
count?
a different kind of roast though, and it's more harsh.
No.
It's like, hey, what are you doing with your life? And
Oh.
and then you're like, oh my god, I don't know, and then they roast you for it.
Oh, lovely. Well, I'm sorry we didn't get to an actual conversation because of Ricky's talk of death recordings, but we're going to switch it on back now. We're going to get right back into the trivia segment. Feel free to keep playing along at home, and let us know what your results are at the end of it. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gents. A little bit of highly suspect for you to carry you on throughout the hour. That one's entitled Lydia. Great song. Check it out on Spotify if you get some free time. So, in case you're just now joining us, what we are doing in partial celebration / part putting Ricky C in the hot seat, we are playing a trivia game that I have compiled together, and Ricky C will do the best of his ability to answer these questions correctly. Pretty simple stuff. Let's review, shall we? So, if you get the answer correct, we are playing a trivia game that I have compiled.
Oh,
okay.
really? It sounds like I heard it the first time.
Wow. Let me guess.
You
I'm
want to
just
say that
repeating
again?
myself.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it the first time.
Well, we're
Or
actually
the
playing a
second
trivia
time.
game.
Okay.
All right, so let's try that again, shall we? Stupid computer. If you get it correct, you will hear the following sound.
Guns up.
Okay. Get it wrong.
Wrong.
Okay. Pretty self-explanatory. Let me make sure Facebook's not going to freak out on me again. All right, cool deal. Looks like we're in the safe zone. So, Ricky C, are you ready?
No.
All right, well, too bad. We're going to get right into it anyway. So, Ricky C's total score so far, we've asked him 5 questions. He's gotten 2 correct. Let's see if he can get the majority of the rest correct. Question number 6, Ricky C. Which of these boroughs or towns in New York City is the most populated in the city? Is it A, Manhattan, B, Queens, C, the Bronx, or D, Brooklyn? Which of the boroughs in New York City is the most populated?
I'm going to say Queens.
Queens. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Wrong.
What is it?
It is Brooklyn.
Wow.
But Queens, I believe, is the second most populated in those.
Well, that's where I stayed when I was in New York, and it's very culturally diverse when I was staying there. They had
A lot of different people.
Little South America,
Little South America.
Little China and Little Italy are in Manhattan. They weren't there, but there's also like Little Korea too. Was also in Queens. So
Little Korea.
yeah, it's very culturally diverse. There.
Okay. Interesting
That's
stuff.
why I picked that.
Ah.
I don't know.
Well, you were
I
wrong.
was wrong. Yeah.
But you were incorrect. Okay, Ricky C, next question. Question number 7. Which country gave the Statue of Liberty to
France.
the United... let me finish! Which country gave the Statue of Liberty to the United States in the 1880s as a celebration of friendship between the two nations?
France.
Let me finish. Is it A, Spain, B, Italy, C, France, or D, Germany?
France.
Is that your final answer,
That is my
Ricky C?
Guns up.
That is correct. It is France, as you so rudely interrupted me 3 times. Anywho, okay, well done. So far we are looking at 3 and 7. Not too great, but not the worst I've ever
It's not
seen.
passing.
It's not passing, not by any means.
I'm not gonna pass.
You got 3 questions. Well, now for this
It's
point,
like a 60 if I get them all
you're gonna
right.
get a 60, maybe. If you get a 60, okay? Let's move on, shall we? Ready? The next question. The, quote, I love New York, which is widely known as the I Heart NY symbol, is both a logo and a song that are the basis of an advertising campaign and has been used to promote tourism in New York City. Since what year has this been used? Is it A, 1968? Is it B, 1977? Is it C, 1986? Or D, 1995?
I'll go with 1986.
1986, Ricky C. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Wrong.
That is incorrect. They've been using the I Heart New York symbol since 1977.
That was my original thought.
Oh, man, you're just not doing too hot, Ricky C. Gotta tell you.
Okay.
Gotta tell you. I'm rooting for you. Okay. And this one's about my favorite baseball team. But I know you're not much of a baseball fan,
Who is
so I
that?
don't have high hopes for this. It's the New York Yankees, okay? How many World Series titles have the New York Yankees won? Is it A, 27, B, 22, C, 18, or D, 16? How many World Series titles have the New York Yankees won?
I'm gonna go with 18.
18 World Series titles. Is that your final answer, Ricky C?
Yes.
Wrong.
Wrong. It is actually 27.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, New York Yankees. Winningest team in baseball history and most of sports, I believe. All right. Well, not doing too great, Ricky C. Another baseball team, but it's a 50-50 shot, so you might as well just flip a coin on this one, okay? Question number 10. The New York Mets are based in the borough of Queens. Is that true or false? You stayed in Queens.
Yes,
Did you observe?
that's true.
Is that your final
Think
answer?
so. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Positive.
Ricky C., I need you to be confident in your answer.
I am.
Guns up.
That is correct.
Because I heard when I went to go look at the journalism school with Laura, the recruiter said something about the Mets being in Queens, and so I remembered that, and then so I got it right. So that little part of information did me good for
Okay.
about 5
Well,
seconds.
I would say I'm proud of you, Ricky C., but
failed
at
the
the end
course.
of the day, you still failed the test.
I failed a lot
I
of
apologize.
tests. This isn't the first test I failed this semester.
Well, nonetheless, you gave it your best effort, and for that much, I applaud you. So, Ricky C., so far, that was 4 out of 10.
Wow.
Got a 40.
I didn't even.
You ended up with a 40.
All right. Well, I mean,
I've heard worse, though. It makes you feel better. Hunter did the Trump trivia. I think he got the same score. So, if you're playing along, if you're watching on Facebook, you're playing along at home, let us know what kind of scores you got. Follow us. Give us a like on all of the KTXT social medias. That's at the Raider 881. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat for some of the updates on what's going on at the station, your favorite shows, favorite DJs, all that cool stuff. So give us a like, give us a follow, and don't forget to check us out on our social media as well for the show specifically. You can check that out at facebook.com/polar_opposites, or no, actually, excuse me, facebook.com/polar_opposites KTXT, and our Twitter handle is polar_opposites. Get it mixed up sometimes, my apologies, but still not too hard to find. So be sure to check those out, give us a like, give us a follow, and a quick announcement for our Facebook. I don't know if it's changed anymore since this morning, but we are within 10 more likes of reaching 2,000 likes on our KTXT Facebook page. So spam your friends list. Tell your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your dog, whatever. Tell them to like us on Facebook. I know some of you got dogs with Facebook accounts, okay? So don't even laugh. I know some of you are out there. Okay, so tell them to like us so we can help get to 2,000, and so we can have like a little 2,000 like celebration on Facebook. That'd be pretty rad, and you can make it happen. Next up, we got a little bit of Arctic Monkeys on the way. This one's Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High? We'll be right back, and we'll bring it back to a Polar Opposites pro tip. What do you say?
sounds good.
All right, here we go. Don't go anywhere, folks. All right, Facebook. Okay, now let me log back into Facebook and see if it's throwing another fit at me. Because it kept playing the same audio that I was just saying, and that was kind of trippy. I'm going to open that up. Let's see. Any new comments? Brian, we're not friends anymore. Didn't you say that already? Or
I think the comments are kind
they're
of
like the
backwards.
orders incorrect. I don't know why.
Easier to check it on your phone.
Yeah. Anywho, right now, apparently 5 people are still watching. How many people have viewed it overall, though? Not quite showing me. Usually it says it when you're kind of scrolling through. It says so-and-so, or not so-and-so, like this many people viewed this, whatever. So, for example, this morning's Good Morning Texas Tech got 173 views.
Wow,
which is
not bad.
It's not bad for a GMTT episode. Usually we don't get too many in there. Right now, Why'd You Only Call Me While You're High by the Arctic Monkeys is playing right now. I'm not even an indie guy, but Arctic Monkeys are great. Highly recommend you check out that album.
Check out their. They did a cover for Drake. I forgot.
Oh, it was. I remember hearing that. It was.
I forgot what the song was.
I forgot the name of the song.
It was off his.
Okay,
Nothing
my
Was the Same.
eyes on you.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song? That's really driving me nuts right now. Somebody out there on Facebook help us out. But yeah, I've heard that cover. It's actually pretty cool.
It's actually really good. I almost like it better than the original song.
Next up, we got Where We Should Be by Cherub. That one was actually selected by Sophia. That was the girl that was kind of just chilling there in the corner for a while. Looked like she was kind of passed out, but she was awake. Don't worry, she was awake.
Eating a sandwich.
Chilling, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Been a fun episode so far. Ricky C, do you have Polar Opposites pro tip yet?
I do.
Okay. Man, let's see. Well, Peter's fighting me. Technology, man. Okay. Actually, I have more time than I thought we would. We could go back and forth. We could go grinds of gears. I don't know.
I'm not sure what it grinds my gears anymore.
We could end it like 10 minutes.
Nothing penetrates me anymore. Everything just upsets me.
It was a very poor choice of words. I wouldn't say that too much.
Wow, okay.
I'm just saying,
You
man.
only make it weird.
Try and keep it PG,
It's only
man.
weird if you make it weird, my friend.
It's weird. I'm making it weird. I'm calling it like I see it, and I'm getting tangled up in my cords here.
Well,
It's basically my life in a nutshell. Can't get it
tangled
together.
in cords.
Getting tangled in cords, and you can't just wiggle your way out of it.
You know, I'm not ready for the real world.
Are any of us, though?
Were any of us?
Nope.
No.
None of
They
us.
still
That's
made
what
it
makes
happen.
it so exciting, because of the unknown.
Or, terrifying. You
Or terrifying.
become homeless, work a dead-end job flipping burgers for the rest of your life.
Well, if that's the case, then perhaps I was not worthy of a worthwhile life. Wow, that was insanely
that was-
depressing.
Wow.
I didn't mean to go that route.
That was more
y'all.
depressing than what I would ever do.
I mean, you were talking about death and
Yeah, but that's
audio
you're just
recordings. Like, that was a weird note,
I'm
man.
not worthy of living, kind of.
I'm not suicidal, y'all. All right, nobody panic. I'm fine. I'm content. So I don't want to see any comments like, "Hey, man, you're right."
You think if I sneak into DG's room and steal a can of Vienna sausages, he'd get mad at me?
Probably. But we could just get food after this. Anywho, we got 30 seconds left in the song because
Well, I'm not that hungry
both of these
anyways.
songs are really short, and I did not anticipate this. But we'll be back in a few. Ricky C's got a Polar Opposites pro tip on the way, and we're going to go ahead and sign off here in a few. But stick with us. Don't go anywhere just yet. That's Where We Should Be by Cherub, and Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High? Where you should be here, watching, listening, all that cool stuff, because this is the Polar Opposites, the best freaking show on KTXT, despite what those crazy overreaction guys say. But if you're a sports fan in any way, shape, or form, definitely recommend their show. It's very good stuff. Speaking of sports, Ricky C, before I move on to our Polar Opposites pro tip, how are you feeling this weekend for Iowa State? I'm not feeling very optimistic. I don't know.
From what I
man.
understand, we still have an opportunity to make a bowl game. Is that?
We do.
that
We just need two
understanding?
more games to make a bowl game.
Do you think we have?
But we have to win the next two games.
and which is Iowa State and Baylor. Am I correct?
Yes.
And Baylor usually wipes the floor with us.
Usually,
to put it
yes.
lightly. So, I don't know. I'm hoping for an upset this Thanksgiving, but it just pains me to say, but I'm not anticipating it. I'm anticipating the L.
Okay. So what about tomorrow's game?
Tomorrow's
Iowa
game?
State. Go to Iowa
I
State.
think we can do it. I think
You think we can?
I think we can.
Okay. It's kind of interesting. I don't know the exact record off the top of my head, but I know Iowa State, obviously not a great football program. Okay. They're more so known for the basketball. But the way their games have been played, it's been really tight, regardless of who they're playing. So we could take advantage to get the W, but it could easily go in their direction, especially with the mistakes that we've been making lately, and we're playing on the road. I don't know, man. I'm going to say we pull out the win, but unfortunately I can't say that with full confidence. And
I'm
that
right
pains
there
me
with
to
you.
say. And,
Yeah.
there's been rumors flying about the status of Cliff Kingsbury's job. I won't get too much into that because I know that's a sensitive, touchy subject. But, there's a possibility that things may change up as far as the coaching staff goes. If you're catching my drift there, Ricky C. But, especially if we don't make a bowl game, get a losing record, throughout the season, miss another opportunity, and throughout the 4 years that
thing
Cliff
is,
Kingsbury has been here, has been great records.
The Tech football team, they have potential. I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
We're a good team. It's just sometimes we just don't go out there and perform
Yeah,
for whatever reason that may be.
We let the hype get to us. We make silly, fundamental mistakes, especially on defense, like wrapping up, little things like that. And time again, our O-line, we get into countless trouble with false starts or something like that, like almost every drive.
Holding always
Missing,
kills us.
field goal attempts right after the touchdown, PATs, that should be a give me. And we lost by 1 point because of that. These are mistakes that should never happen at this level at a Big 12 university, one of the most competitive football conferences in NCAA. Like, a missed PAT attempt should not ever happen. But we lost because of that. And it's not, that they outperformed us. I mean, they did. But, like, that's a silly, fundamental, mental mistake, regardless of whether it was the kicker's fault or whoever's holding the ball or who snapped the ball. Shouldn't happen.
No.
Should not happen. But
I mean, those guys are out there, training day by day.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand mistakes happen, but,
But, that's crunch time. That's when we need you to be your best. In situations like that, you are there to relieve us of that tension. It's frustrating because we're seniors. We're about to graduate. We're done with home games. There's nothing for me to look forward to anymore going to the games. I just want to have the opportunity for us to go to a bowl game so that we have something, to hold on to at the end of the season instead of just, well, we didn't make it because of this and that and this kick and whatever.
I want to be optimistic and say we will make a bowl game, but I'm not going to give my hopes up.
Exactly. So, man, that got way more intense than I originally anticipated it to. But before we leave, I don't want to end it on a bad note. We want Tech to win. But before that, let's go ahead and go into a Polopsis pro tip. Ricky C, what is the pro tip for today's episode?
This is for you cat lover. Owning a cat has been proven to reduce your risk of heart attacks and strokes by more than a third.
But how, though? Could the same be applied for a pet dog?
I hope so, because I just got one.
I'd imagine there's kind of a correlation. I mean, just pets in general, not specifically cats, but I can see that. It's I guess it depends on the cat and their behavior. But, it relieves tension, which is better for your heart rate, things like that. So, makes sense.
Dogs are around, their sole purpose in life is to make you happy.
Yeah.
I think. And they live their whole lives just making you happy. And sometimes we get angry at them. Sometimes we spank them. Sometimes we neglect them. And what do they want? To make you happy. And what do? Sometimes we don't fulfill that promise for them.
You're going to make me cry, Ricky. See, I don't like that. Anyway, so at the end of the day, if you're a cat person, get a cat. It's good for your heart, according to science. What specifically?
Science says so.
Science says so. Couldn't tell you the study. We're not scientists. We're just a couple of,
I was almost one, except I wasn't. Are doctors scientists, if you think about it?
Yes.
Yeah,
What
right?
kind of question is that?
So then
Yes.
I was almost, I was
That's like asking if cats are animals. Yeah.
Studying to become a doctor. So I was almost a scientist. But I'm not.
Anywho, get a cat if you're a cat person. It's good for your heart rate. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll be back this Sunday, same time, same place, doing the same deal. Hope you guys have a great weekend. But we're going to sign off. Don't forget to join us over at Luca this evening. If you want to hang out with us, come say hi to all your favorite KTXTians, or you can listen to the broadcast at home. You hear some live music, all that fun stuff. We'll be there at Luca until 9:30, so don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to the left. And as for us, we are out of here. I'm DJ Stormtrooper.
I'm Ricky C.
See you guys next time.